Hey guys, Michael Brown here, and in this video I want to show you how to quickly and easily add social media icons to your website, to your blog post. And first off, before I show you how to do this, why would you want to add social media icons to your blog? Well, the reason you want people to be able to share your content. And you don't want people to have to do this manually. You want to make this easy and make it just as simple as possible. So by putting social media icons up, either above your post or below your post, you're going to make it easy for them to share. And just to give you a quick example, here's one that I wrote recently that has been shared on Facebook and Google Plus and Twitter, okay, just to name a few, and here's Pinterest. And that's just to name a few. And what this does is people will share this content on these social networks, and more audience will come your way because other people, their friends will see it, and their friends of friends will see it, and you'll end up getting more traffic coming to your site. So it's important to get social media icons on there and make it easy for people to share. What I like to do is I like to use a plugin called ShareAholic, and I'm going to show you how to install that, and it's real simple to do. First, you need to go to Plugins, and you need to go to Add New. Okay, click Add New, and it is ShareAholic. Okay, and we'll search for plugins. Okay, so after you type in ShareAholic, it comes up number 1 here. It should come up number 1. Just make sure that in the description you see that it's by ShareAholic, because when you type that in, you'll still see other plugins that are being offered up here. But you want the one that's created by ShareAholic. Okay, and you want the one that's ShareAholic email, bookmark, and share buttons. And then you just need to click Install, click OK, click Activate. And after you activate, now we can look over in the sidebar, or in the side menu of your dashboard, and we will see that it's actually over here. So it's installed. Well, now what you want to do is simply highlight it and then go over to Dashboard. And then what you need to do is the sexy bookmarks area right here. Go over to Settings. Okay, and we're going to just leave everything the way it is out of the box up at the top. Come down to the enabled networks and then set the networks that you want to show up in here. So if you want, the ones that I suggest right out are to have, I suggest having Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and Pinterest. And if you want to add a few others like Stumble Upon, Dig, and a few others, you can do that as well. And it really will depend. What you'll want to do is, as you start growing your site, if you realize that people aren't using certain services very much in your industry, you just get rid of them. Like, for instance, in mine, I found out people weren't really using Dig a whole lot onto my site. So I took it off for a while, and then I had some people who wanted to use it, and I came back to it. And there's a bunch of others. But one thing, you don't want all of these. You don't need 50 icons showing up below or above every post. It's just too much. So pick 5, 6, 7 that you really love. And like, for instance, if I wanted to add Dig, I would just add Dig, okay? But pick 5, 6, or 7 that you really love, add them on there, and go from there. Okay, the next thing you need to do is you can play with all these settings, but let's just take it out of the box and see how it looks. You can mess with all this. Like, for instance, if you wanted to show everything below the post, you could do that as well, because there's it asks if you want to include the like button set below the post. You can put yes, and you can put add a Facebook button, add a Facebook send button, include a Google Plus button. But let's just take it out of the box and take a look and see what it looks like here. Okay, so let's go all the way down to Save Changes. Okay, to say your changes have been saved successfully, let's go take a look and see what this looks like. We'll go into one of my posts, and there we go. Now there's above every post that I put out, it has the like button, the send button, the Google Plus button, and the tweet button. And again, if I wanted to go add others to this, I could. I could just go back in, go into my dashboard, go back to ShareAholic, go to the dashboard again, select settings, and then from settings, go in and select the networks that I want. Highlight them or put a check mark in there and see how they look on your site. So that's how you would do this, because I noticed like Pinterest and Dig didn't show up for me, so I'm not sure why that's happening right now. It might be cached in my browser, so that might be why it's not showing up right now. But if you highlight the ones you want here, they'll show up for you. And let's just see. I'm just looking over the settings to make sure there's nothing else. I don't want to go through all the settings here because there are so many that they give you the option on. This is just stuff that you can play with. Like for instance, you can put a background image on if you want people to, if you want to show that, hey, sharing is caring the people, or share the knowledge, or something like that. You can put all these on and allow that to be shown above the actual social media icons. So anyway, this is just something you can play with. You can select your location where you want it to show up at, and you can select how you want, what style of buttons you want on here. So this is just something you should play with, but definitely use ShareAholic. It's easy to use, and you'll get people sharing your stuff. And this is actually, again, here's where I'm using it on all my sites, but here's one of my sites that I'm using it on. You can see the icons are nice. They fit there right above your post. And optionally, again, if you wanted to, you could put them down right below your post. So after your post is done, you could have it where people can share, because a lot of times people will read your post and they'll go, wow, that was really good. And then they'll click on a share button, to share it with their friends. And you want people to do that, because a lot of times you'll find that people who are reading your blog, they have friends who have similar interest. So when they share it with their friends, a lot of times their friends will come and view what you've done, what you've written, and come over to your site. So anyway, that's all there is to this video. That's all there is to getting the social icons up on your website. I hope you enjoyed the video. And again, I'm Michael Brown from michaelsbrown.com, and I'll see you soon.